100 points between them and the Ravens Revenge at the end there.
Right.
But you do have to also think about who else came very close in second. Ravens Revenge, who's in third. We'll be able to find out in a bit with the standings, but just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire D point.
Yeah, and just completely uncontested. But that's it for the first of 3 golden games. And for the Funky Fighters, they secure that win. But for now, let's send it back over to Pookie. She's standing by with the winners. Pookie, down to you.
Thank you so much, you guys. Down here with the Funky Fighters. Another victory. I feel like I've been talking to you guys
I'm watching World
all
Cup.
day, but how did you find
Dude,
that remix game?
Are you gonna buy the
rules
next
were a little bit
Nintendo Battle
different
Pass?
than what you were used to. So
I
what
can't.
was your
I don't know.
strategy
I
going
don't
into
have
that
money.
one, Woozy?
I mean, everything was so like unexpected. We were last and we came first because we got the middle. The point system, because every player gets
It was
points.
really good, dude. If you
so
complete
like, it was so exciting.
home-based mission,
So
you get
exciting
100
indeed.
V-Bucks.
Now, Ravens Revenge
Which is
was
so
in
good.
first place for most of that match.
Yeah.
You guys knew that you had to
Oh,
come
my
up from
kitten's
behind,
awake.
which you absolutely did. But I kind of just want to talk a little bit
Hello.
about how there are 3 teams tied right
Oh,
now
it's
for first
hungry.
place.
Here, let me get
And
some
the
food.
winners of this set will be taking home
Kill of Fortnite the Forever is now live.
surprising.
Streaming
So, I don't
Fortnite
want to
World
pressure on
Cup.
you guys, but what is your strategy going into the next game? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and as long as this works, we're just gonna keep it up.
For sure. Sounds like a great strategy. Finally, over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first reaction to hearing that?
Yellow, go to yellow circle and win.
Just
Here's
win.
the lid.
I love it. It's so easy. It's such a great concept. You know, we talk about it all day, all of these things we break down, but at the end of the day, you just gotta win.
I'm can play
See
creative.
you guys at the desk.
Practice. Ready up.
Pookie
Actually,
with the
if you wanna
most
watch the World Cup, you
insightful
can watch
knowledge
the
you'll ever need
I'll-
in your
What?
Watch the World Cup. I'm gonna watch the World Cup till I finish eating.
Okay.
Because I'm eating right now. So yeah. Do you know if you watch it
Just
tomorrow,
to give you
you're
the
gonna get a
refresher.
spray?
So, Funky Fighters,
The spray?
Vision, and the Chicken Champions
Yeah.
all have
You have to
that
watch it on
silver
YouTube,
llama.
though.
Now, don't forget,
Type
every single game
Fortnite,
they play, they're also walking
World
away with
Cup
prize pools.
event,
They're splitting 4
and
ways.
it says rewards in the
That's
bottom.
awesome.
Press the rewards and connect your
Then
Epic Games account Fortnite, and you can get the
So
spray.
either the Funky Fighters,
Oh.
Vision,
The third day, you'll get a wrap. It's called Red Line. You can get the wrap.
Or if you're on the outside looking in, you just want
pretty
that gold
cool.
llama. Because if you win that llama, that means you and your team actually win that pot.
Yep. You win the $1 million final prize for the Creative World Cup. So all is on the line right now. Those prizings, as they shake up into the next sets, are going to be so crucial to keep an eye out. The Funky Fighters taking a good first lead.
Yep.
But it's not enough. We've seen it time and time again in these first matches of the set. If people who win the first game don't end up coming through all the way at the end. So they have to have a consistently good performance into the next game, which is the Junkyard Juke, and then into the next game too, which is the World Run.
That's right.
They're all golden. All the golden games with
All
the
the
remix.
golden games, not the golden boys, just the golden games. I love you, buddy. Now, don't forget, if you guys are watching, and maybe this is the first time you're tuning in, don't forget you can watch also at Fortnite.com/watch. If you're watching in game, you can do that as well. If you go to Fortnite.com/watch, you can actually kind of hone in on a specific team. There's 10 different feeds to take a look at, and you can say like, you know what, I'm all about the Fish fam. I'm just gonna watch their perspective. You can do that. Head on over to Fortnite.com/watch. Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
It's an incredible new feature. I love to use it. I checked it out on my phone earlier, and just unbelievable, seriously. To see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8. You can watch
You know what Team Ninja's in?
So just an awesome
Yeah,
feature. Go check
the
it
chicken.
out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now, don't forget, guys,
Yeah.
we're 1/3 of the way through the Golden Games. First
Used to
one,
be in
Sky
the
Station
Whip It
Showdown,
Warriors,
is in the books,
but then,
and the Funky
came to
Fighters
the
were in fact the
Chicken
winner. Now we
Champions.
move on to the second game, and that is the Prop Hunt, aka Junkyard Juke. And don't forget, the remix, 10-point props.
Only the large ones. You can't go with the, little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches, Zeke. It's the second game of our Golden Games here, guys. It's time.
2,
Duh.
1, the game begins. Now, just a refresher.
The hell
we
is
can only
this?
see 10-point props. So let's break down what these 10-point props are. You've got a snowman. By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map. You've got a Christmas tree with a gold bomb on top. Nope, that sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome? Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. You know, if you hide something that's behind something that's blue, you can make it hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've also got the giant dumpster. So, you know, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you know, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be... Whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is, guy's got the eyes of a hawk. But these props are going to be, they're going to stick out like sore thumbs is what I'm trying to get at.
Yep. And a little, ooh, Kaz.
Scissors. He eliminated scissors, bro.
Ooh, wait, Scissors was there. He is finding everybody right now. Good vision.
Why does
it is interesting. You got to make sure you know who the guards are at the beginning of this. It's the Little Whip Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out the house right now. They're making sure nobody is approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
Ninja. I thought he was a chicken.
Trying to find people that there was definitely someone back there that was there's not supposed to be 3 trucks back there, I don't think. But you know, in playing this, the best way to kind of go about this is every time that those blinds come up, you want to instant reload right then on the spot. Yes, you can try to make blind fires. Unless you're certain, you're like, no, I know where my crosshair is. That's a player. Take the shot. Absolutely. But when those blinds come up, you want to reload. You want to have as many shots as possible before that next, I guess, shade comes back up, right?
And the Ravens' Revenge being the other guards, by the way. Nice shot there from Taldeck. But yeah, you mentioned when the blinds, I've been calling it the black, when the black comes up, take the time to reload and make sure you're taking the time like Taldeck to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all. As you try to recognize exactly what changed, you've got to use the uptime of your vision to take as many shots as possible to clear out what you think is possibly a prop. That player came down from below because he hit one of those springboards. Usually moving forward, Zand as well. They're all going with the targets. Usually gets in just barely because Taldeck missed his shot.
Man, this is really good for the Funky Fighters. They've taken themselves a nice early lead. It's only 20 points, nothing substantial yet, but if they can do this every single round, again, another big prop going in, they're at 30 points ahead of the pack, and the only 3 teams behind them, Fish Fam, Cutter Crew, and the Chicken Champions. And look, time is done. So that's it. So don't forget, Ravens Revenge, they have already been guards. So going forward, all they have to do is try and rack up points. This is going to be huge going forward. The round is going to reset. We'll get 2 new guards on deck. You've got the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters. So now they can try to lock out other players from scoring. And it depends on how well they do, right? Because again, these are big 10-point props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, the props outnumber you pretty substantially.
And if you recall the first game where the Ravens Revenge were actually in second to the Funky Fighters. So like you said, being able to take your time and make sure that you know exactly what you need to do kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage.
Mohammed?
But the Funky Fighters really did come out to a huge lead in the first.
I can get you the battle pass. I can pay $10, but I don't know how you can get it. I can drop it over by your house if you want.
Why? Okay, let's go. Let's play a game.
A creative or a game? What do you want to play?
Let's play creative.
So dude, if I play with it, you have to kind of make it right for yourself.
What? Wait, say it again?
Okay, so I can pay $10, but you have to figure out a way to buy it, the battle pass for yourself. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. But no, you don't have to, that's okay.
I mean, I can.
That's okay,
yeah.
You know. Let's go.
Or I can do it another way.